Hey there, fitness fanatics and exercise enthusiasts. Are you tired of hitting a plateau in your workouts? Do you feel like you're not making any progress towards your fitness goals no matter how hard you try? If so, then this video is for you. We will delve into the fascinating world of exercise science and reveal how to maximize your workouts by understanding the key principles of training. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting out on your fitness journey, this knowledge will help you take your training to the next level and achieve the results you've always dreamed of. So get ready to sweat, learn, and grow. In this video, we will cover 4 key aspects of the science of exercise: intensity, frequency, recovery, and personalization. By understanding each of these factors and how they interact, you'll be able to create a training plan that's tailored to your specific needs and goals. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty of exercise science, let's start with the basics. What actually constitutes a good workout? According to experts, a good workout should include a combination of cardio, strength training, and flexibility exercises that target all major muscle groups and can improve cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, and overall fitness levels. However, simply following these guidelines may not be enough to see results. That's where the science of exercise comes in. Now, let's delve deeper into each of the 4 key aspects of exercise science and explore how you can use this knowledge to create a better workout routine. Intensity. The key to muscle growth and fat loss when it comes to maximizing your workouts, intensity is crucial. But what exactly does intensity mean in the context of exercise? Simply put, exercise intensity refers to how hard you work out during your exercise sessions. It's important to understand that exercise intensity isn't just about how fast you run or how heavy you lift. It's also about how your body responds to exercise. One way to measure exercise intensity is by using training zones. These are ranges of heart rate or perceived exertion that correspond to different levels of effort. For example, Zone 2 training involves working at a low intensity, such as jogging, while Zone 5 training involves working at a high intensity, such as sprinting. Different training zones can help you achieve different fitness goals. For example, working in Zone 5 can help improve your cardiovascular endurance, while working in Zone 4 can help build muscle mass and burn fat. Another way to think about exercise intensity is in terms of perceived exertion. This is a subjective measure of how hard you feel you're working based on your own perception of your physical effort. You can use a scale from 6 to 20, where 6 is very light and 20 is maximal effort. To maximize your workouts, it's important to vary your intensity levels. For example, you might start with a warm-up at a lower intensity, before moving to higher intensities for your main workout. You might finish with a cool-down at a lower intensity to help your body recover. Additionally, it's important to gradually increase the intensity of your workouts over time. This is known as progressive overload, and it's essential for continued gains in muscle mass, strength, and endurance. Frequency. Finding the right balance for progress exercise. Frequency refers to how often you work out. When it comes to maximizing your workouts, finding the right balance is key. Working out too frequently can lead to overtraining, which can decrease performance and increase the risk of injury. On the other hand, working out too infrequently can limit your body's ability to adapt and improve. Muscle protein synthesis is a process that occurs within muscle cells that leads to the growth and repair of muscle tissue. It's stimulated by exercise and is essential for building muscle mass. Studies have shown that the rate of muscle protein synthesis can be elevated for up to 72 hours after a single bout of resistance exercise. This means that if you exercise too infrequently, your body won't have enough opportunities to synthesize protein and build muscle. However, if you exercise too frequently, the rate of muscle protein synthesis may not increase any further after a certain point, meaning that additional exercise may not provide any extra benefits. The optimal number of training sessions per week will vary depending on an individual's fitness goals, training experience, and other factors. However, most experts agree that a minimum of 2 to 3 training sessions per week is necessary to see results. Additionally, it's important to schedule in rest and recovery days where the body has a chance to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. It's also worth noting that the intensity and volume of your workouts can affect how frequently you should work out. For example, if you have a particularly intense workout one day, you may need more rest time before your next training session. Recovery. Fueling your body for optimal results. Proper recovery is crucial for maximizing your workouts. This includes getting enough sleep, eating a balanced diet, and staying hydrated. Sleep is essential for muscle recovery because it allows the body to release growth hormone, which helps repair muscle tissue. Eating a balanced diet that includes plenty of protein can also aid in muscle recovery and growth. And staying hydrated is important for overall performance and recovery. In addition to basic recovery methods, incorporating active recovery into your routine can also be beneficial. Active recovery involves engaging in low-intensity exercise on your rest days, such as gentle yoga or walking. This can help improve blood flow and reduce muscle soreness. Overtraining can occur when you don't allow your body enough time to rest and recover. This can lead to decreased performance, increased risk of injury, and other negative effects. To avoid overtraining, it's important to listen to your body and take rest days when needed. You can also monitor your training load, which is the amount of exercise you do each week, and make adjustments as necessary. Personalization, tailoring your workouts for success. While the general principles of exercise are well established, it's important to remember that everyone is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. This is because our bodies respond to exercise in unique ways, based on factors such as genetics, lifestyle, and current fitness level. For example, some people may respond better to high-intensity interval training, while others may see better results from steady-state cardio. Similarly, some people may need more protein than others to maximize muscle growth. It's also important to consider your individual goals when personalizing your workouts. If your goal is to lose weight, you may need to focus more on diet and exercise than someone who is trying to maintain their current weight. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to exercise, and it may take some trial and error to figure out what works best for you. However, by understanding the science of exercise and your own individual needs, you can create a personalized workout plan that helps you achieve your goals and reach your full potential. You can also work with a certified personal trainer or exercise physiologist who can help you develop a customized plan based on your needs and preferences. Remember that consistency and patience are key. It takes time to see results from your workouts. But with a personalized approach and dedication, you can achieve your fitness goals. To recap, the science of exercise is a fascinating field that can help you get the most out of your workouts and achieve your fitness goals. By understanding intensity, frequency, recovery, and personalization, you can create a workout plan that's tailored to your unique needs and preferences. Whether you want to build muscle, burn fat, or improve your overall fitness level, the science of exercise can provide valuable insights and guidance. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos on health, fitness, and nutrition. Thanks for watching, and happy sweating. Are you feeling motivated to take action after watching this video? Share with us in the comments section below. Your comments inspire us and help others who are on the same journey as you. We would love to hear your thoughts, so don't hesitate to share them below. If you found value in this video, show your support by giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends and family. Your engagement helps us continue delivering quality content. Stay updated by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to receive notifications of our latest videos. We've got more amazing content coming your way.